Alright, today I'm going to talk to you all about goals. Concrete, abstract goals having to do specifically with nutrition, fitness, which includes weight loss, and goals for my mental state, because no matter no matter the fact that this is sort of a physical journey, the ultimate conclusion of it is about finding contentment with yourself and also with persevering and uh, keeping a positive attitude throughout all of it, despite what inevitably be, hang-ups and small-term failures or short-term failures. But I'll start with nutrition because I think that is going to be the most difficult thing for me. As I mentioned before, I do not have a good diet. I've never really had a good diet. Growing up, I was much heavier than I am now because I was not active whatsoever. I was very much a couch potato when I was little, and that combined with the fact that I ate a lot of processed food and a lot of junk, stuff out of boxes, sort of avoided fruits and vegetables like the plague, and had irregular meal times. Just I was big. I was very heavy. Um, for me, I was 100 and at my heaviest, I think I was like 180, 190 pounds, which when you're short and you're like 5'5", that's pretty heavy for a man. Well, a little boy, I guess. Um, and my eating habits haven't really changed that much. My palate has definitely matured. I do like fruits and vegetables, but I don't eat them very often. And I'm not a good cook, so I find that unless I have somebody cooking for me, whoever that might be, friend, boyfriend, mother, I do not eat well when left to my own devices. Now, I guess my goal here is to find a plan and stick with it, make it integrate into a life change, because as everyone knows, diets don't work. Looking at them as short-term fixes will not help you in the long term at all. And I've had several forays with clean eating, uh, just short-term phases that I went through where I did eat the way that I was supposed to. That I wasn't even dieting; I was just eating correctly. And my longest was actually very recently. I did a bicycling trip down the west coast with a friend of mine, and she's sort of a nutrition fiend. So we ate very well, lots of leafy greens, fruits and vegetables all the time. Not a whole lot of snacking. Uh, that was unhealthy anyway. I had to snack a lot because we were biking like 80 miles a day. But and when we ate a lot of carbohydrate, but it wasn't junk carbs. It was pasta and whole wheat type things, and generally it was mixed with a protein like cheese or meat, obviously. And uh, that's really the way that you should be consuming carbohydrate, is not alone separately, because you burn that quickly or you process that quickly, and so you become hungry very fast after you eat simple carbohydrates. When you mix it with protein, it'll keep you fuller longer, it'll make you full faster. So I'd like to get back to that way of eating, because when I was in California, I turned into a wicked granola head, and I brought that back with me home to the East Coast for about 3 weeks, and then I fell off the horse and I started eating crap again. And I need to do that. Um, I need to make that long term, uh, because the benefits are huge, and they're more than just your body, the way that your body looks, but keeping your arteries clear, and small things like keeping your skin clear and all this sort of things can really stem from your diet in a lot of ways. And now I guess I'll talk about my fitness goals and my weight loss goals. Um, this I feel like I have a lot better handle on than my diet. Uh, I've been an athlete uh, for several years now. Um, when I near the end of high school, I started running long distance, cross country, track, things like that, and that's since stuck with me all through college. And as I mentioned before, I cycle a lot now. I started when I was a sophomore in college. I began competing in triathlons with my school's team, and I never really stopped. And I was in a constant state of training, I've sort of maintained that ever since. I usually pick a goal, some race that I want to do, and put that in such a way that I'm always sort of preparing for that. But I've fallen off the horse recently, been a little under the weather. I get sick a lot. So it's been a few days since I've done a substantial run, and my mileage has been very curtailed. I haven't biked since I got back from my trip. That bike is still in pieces, and I need to work on one of the brakes. And I'll get to it, promise. And so what I'd like to do is compete in a half Ironman in October in New York. It's in Montauk on Long Island. And an Ironman is a 1.2 mile swim, a 56-mile bike, and a half marathon. You finish with that. And I've done two of those three distances separately before, and farther. I've run several half marathons, and I've biked a lot of centuries, which are just 100-mile days. So I know that I'm capable of doing both of those, but the swim worries me, and the fact that you're doing all of those together is bothersome. I'm used to that sort of race. I haven't done triathlons, but I have never done a half Iron distance. I've done Olympics and internationals, which are close, but not quite up to par with that. So that's a lofty goal that I feel like it will keep me honest, and even if I don't end up actually doing the race, the training can be the goal. Just getting into that. You can make the process the goal a lot of times with things like that. In terms of weight loss, I'm about at 140 pounds right now. I'd like to get down a little slimmer than that. I'm usually sitting pretty at 135. To get down to 130 would be great, but I'm more concerned with muscle definition and shape. So I could be heavier than I am now and be happy, but I'd like it to be not fat. I'd like to be lean and muscular, not obscenely so, but gay man's ideal is sort of, live and toned, not necessarily like a monster beefy. That's sort of the straight man's ideal. And I guess the last thing to work on is just keeping my mental state positive throughout this, because I know that there are going to be lots of bumps. There's always bumps with things like this, and there are going to be moments that I am defeated in the short term, but I don't want to be defeated in the long term. I want to be able to stay positive. At the end of the day, having made a mistake or slipped up or failed, I'd like to be able to replay the whole situation in my head and at the end say, this is okay. You make that mistake. You won't make it again. You'll learn from it. And it's easy to say that I'm going to do that, but to actually put that into practice, I think is a lofty goal. So I'll be aiming for that. So that's the end of the goal video. I guess.